Welcome to part 33 of the Egyptian campaign for Davide Et Impera 1.2. So guys, here we are, here's we're on the map, and as you can see with the diplomatic status, life is pretty interesting. We're at war with virtually everyone. We got a front here against Carthage, we've got a big front now open with Pontus, and we've got the Romans pushing down from the northwest. We've still got unresolved issues with the Sucalids down here with their satrapies, and you can see also we've still got public order issues as well, which is not helping. All in all, guys, we've got a few problems, and that's putting it mildly. Tushba here for some reason is showing that it doesn't have public order. We've got major public order issues in Mesopotamia. Anyway guys, and I think, to be honest, I'm in a situation now where I can't turtle up because they're just going to grind me down. So as they say, the best defense is offense. So I just want to have a quick look at trapezoid, and then we're going to come back this way. So it's got a garrison of 18 with two ships plus a general there. Let's have a quick look at the diplomacy. I mean, got everyone there. Rome, Sardis, they're kind of hanging in there. I mean, in some ways maybe piecing out. Sucalids could be useful. The Quadrians, they're still very hostile because we're fighting them. I mean, it'd be brilliant if we could piece Pontus out, but nope. I think, as I said, I think the best defense is offense, and I just think we need to make as much trouble as possible. I do really want to know what's going on down over here, so I'm going to take a chance and I'm going to push my agent over this way because I want to see what's going on in Impera, to see whether my allies have got them under attack. It looks like these armies are moving back, but it means we're going to have to leave this army operating in this area. Up in here we've had a look at Bezoid. And at the moment my inclination is that if we're going to attack Pontus, I want to push in through this area here, so like push up through Maganza that way, and probably not capture this area, but actually kind of liberate it. And to that end, but at the same time we've got massive public order issues here, so I think what I'm going to have to do is get this agent out. Oh, I'm going to come back this way anyway, so he might as well stay in for a little while longer, give this army a bit of benefit of training. And I think this army is going to have to deal with the public order in Hatra and Edessa for the moment, so I can't really push aggressively into this area. Well, I can't until I actually know what's going on down in this area. And again, you can see here I don't have that much in the way of income because I've got these armies in the field, and that's my agent. Just want to make sure that there's nothing in this area here, and then I want to push back this way. And I think what we're going to do, guys, is cannot move. Can't move very far. I suppose that's because he probably doesn't have much in the way of horses. Now he could attack, but I want to hit with superior force. So let's stance patrol, stance ambush. Let's just put that army in ambush and see, maybe we will tempt an army to come in here, because what I'd like to do is take Eurofanta, but I'm not going to kind of capture it, I'm just going to liberate it. So the idea is that I will create a a buffer here against Carthage with some factions that will give them a bit of trouble who will be friendly towards me. That's the only way I can think in that area. As I say, we don't have a lot of cash to play with. So, and at the moment over this side, all I can do at the moment is just leave this army here defending. We've got this agent up here. I think I'm going to have to bring this agent back this way.
I am eager to serve.
Just to kind of, I'd love to know what the Romans are up to up here. And I think that's all I can do this turn, guys. I've got this army here defending me. I've got all these different armies sat around doing something. I've got to try and save a bit of cash. But at the same time, I need to manage these public orders. As I say, I've got a small amount of cash. I think I've got to go for this, guys. It could all go very badly wrong. Because if all these various enemies all push in, they're all gonna slowly grind me down. I think this is going to be the key part of this campaign now, guys. I think we need to open up this area here. Could double down with the area here. I think maybe we will get that in here, get a bit more garrison, a bit more public order going. See if we can make a bit more cash. Alright, so I think that's all I can do this turn, guys. Let's see who attacks me. And here comes Pontus. So it looks like, oh, and they've got, this is going to be interesting. They've got artillery, but we've got some cavalry. What have they got? They've only got 3 cavalry. Okay, guys, we're gonna have to fight this because I think the auto resolve. Yeah, valid defeat. So it looks like we're straight into battle, guys. Right on the battlefield. Which means we're going to have to take the artillery attack. Okay. Here we go, guys. Of course, we're back on this very familiar map. But this time, the concentrated forces are going to be against us. Because if I group all my troops up, the artillery will just smash them to pieces. And they are going to come in there, and that's there. Oligar's there. Okay. Again, we're going to have to kind of try and turtle up, and of course we're fighting in the rain. Great. Always wanted to fight in the rain. What we do have is cavalry. I think what we're going to do, I'm going to have to get my cavalry. Go away, Steam. I think we're going to have my cavalry over here, actually. Have to have our cavalry there. We're going to have to kind of get the cavalry out early. Try and see if we can take that artillery out, which means it's going to be a very, very big risk. And I think what I'm going to do is you get
orders understood.
Got the
Right, hoplites.
okay, let's
Ready for orders. We await your command. Archers.
sort these archers out here. There.
Ready. At your service.
Again, we're gonna put these guys in
By your command.
like that. Sorry, this is going to be another long, creepy, crawly battle, guys, but I don't think we got a lot of choice here.
By your command. Ready.
I think we're going to. Don't like that.
Hoplites.
That will expose their flanks a bit.
Light hoplites.
I'm going to put these light hoplites in.
Orders understood.
In some ways, these are going to be my sacrificial troops.
Hoplites ready.
I think what we're going to do is have these guys right out on this front here.
Understood.
So that we've got a very, very wide front. And I'm going to have these guys in reserve.
Hoplites ready.
And what I am going to do is have these pikemen.
Pikes.
These are going to be like my elites. Actually, and I don't want them stood. I want these guys to take the fire. Maybe what we could do is put the pipeline there. Why can't these guys go into pipe phalanx?
Ready for orders.
Okay, maybe we will have them there.
We await your command.
Why won't? It's a bit strange why, like, why they can't. Sometimes they won't go into pike phalanx. Okay, maybe we will. I think we'll just hold these guys back. See where the Pontus is going to come in and attack from. I think what I'm going to do is one sword unit out there and another sword unit over here. Again, these formations are a little bit of a pain in the neck. Again, I just want these troops out
Light hoplites.
to fill the gap in. I don't want them there because that's where the AI is going to drop lots on here. Take this, take these guys off skirmish mode, and I think we will.
Missiles at your command.
Maybe we guys behind like that.
Our aim is true.
These guys here.
Egyptian warriors. Archers.
And we'll double up these archers as well. So we're getting lots and lots of these are my two elite troops. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is pull a couple of these back. Let's just get this sorted out, guys. You can go there. Guys, pull back. Take you off of fire at will. Again, we're going to have you guys. You can't get off the flaming shot just yet for some reason. Right, we've got deployables. I think we're going to need to put the deployables out. What are these? These are just medium melee cavalry, so they're not particularly that good. Okay. Deployables. I think we're just going to drop these into this area. I mean, it's raining, so it's not actually going to be much use. And I think we're put the stakes across the front this time. There. And I think we'll put calthrops over here. Actually, no, let's put the calthrops in front as well. They're bound to come marching into that area anyway. I think we'll have the. Why can't I deploy stones up here? There we are. Get the stones here. Now I'm going to be very, very careful with the spike traps. I think we're going to going to put the spike traps right out here. So I want these to get used up ASAP. Let's put they're bound to come around here, so let's, and maybe we'll put some more there. And I don't want to block this front off. Maybe we will put some defences like this. This is just really there, going to be here to kind of preoccupy the AI or the attack Pontus army when they come in. They're not going to stop much. I think it's just going to cause a little bit of confusion. Right, General out. Now I don't know whether I mean, getting the cavalry out is a classic defense strategy for Attila. I don't know whether it's actually going to work in AI, whether the AI has actually developed any intelligence in this matter. But what we want is for the AI to come in. Are we taking any fire yet from these? On AI, do your usual thing, go rushing in. Oh, looks like they're following the usual pattern. Okay, let's. The AI is coming in.
Light Hoplites!
And
Fire!
it's cavalry. Where are you? You. Right. Cavalry is coming in.
Archers!
Oh, can't have flaming shot yet because it's raining. That doesn't make no difference. Where the important thing is, I need to get this cavalry in on this artillery ASAP. I certainly don't want that artillery to cut in into action. So we got that area here.
Our general is under attack.
Yeah, but as I say, if we can beat their artillery off the field. What's this? These are pikemen. They're not going to be a problem. Okay. Let's make sure this.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
That's the spearman. That's okay. Wow.
Quickly now!
Oh.
To engage!
Drive them off the field. Drive them off the field, please, quickly. I think the rest of the forces are holding them. I want these completely destroyed. This artillery hitting my troops would be absolutely devastating. Oh. Right. they're off the field. Good. So that tactic works. That hasn't changed. Now I'm going to be very careful because my army is out on its own, or my cavalry, sorry, not my army. And what we're going to be now? You didn't last very long, did you? Out of ammunition already? I suppose because you've got the range. Back here, guys, please. You fired already? Okay, let's bring... Wow, they didn't last very long.
Pikes! Pikes at the ready! Pikemen, phalanx! Pike phalanx!
Right, we've got the pike phalanxes out there. What I'm looking for is some cavalry over here. I think could possibly do. Let's bring these guys forward.
Double time! Advance at speed!
And what we can do is
We will darken the skies!
these guys here. You're up here as well. Get you down.
Yours to command.
I think you guys can just pull away completely.
Archers! Now!
You guys hit them.
Archers!
Attack! Warriors of Egypt!
Right.
Missile infantry!
They're very, very concentrated in this area. And I think we're just going to keep you guys back there. You're hidden. And I think that's where I want you. Actually, stay well back for the moment. Keep whacking them. Sorry, this is going to be a bit slow, guys. Right.
Missiles at your command! Deliver them to their gods!
Keep hitting this cavalry. Actually, let's do a bit of concentrated fire into this area. 23 seconds.
Archers!
Actually, do the same over here. See if we can take down this cavalry. Because I certainly don't want to get into a cavalry exchange while these guys are weak. I want to use my cavalry once we've got a breakthrough. And I think you guys can move forward. In fact, I think what we could probably do is you guys move forward. I think you guys come over that side. We're not having much impact here. Look, we're firing on these guys and we've killed anyone yet. But we're sucking up this fire, which is good. If we can just keep killing this cavalry here. What we got here? Yeah, that's missile cavalry. I think we can. Yeah, just keep pouring the fire into here. These archers can come forward as well. I think if we can take down that area there. Actually, what we could do is these guys are nearly out of ammunition, so let's take these guys forward. See if we can draw these guys in, these troops in, tempt them in.
Quick march!
And maybe we could get some more concentrated fire on these Actually. Yeah, the AI is actually taking up quite an intelligent position at the moment, guys. These guys are still strong. Well, we're certainly taking down this. I think there's a general unit in here, isn't it? Yep, they're down to 23. And what we got here? I think guys keep taking down these guys. These are, I think they're relatively lightweight missile troops, but that's okay.
Archers!
As I say, if we can break their cavalry off the field, then we can really start to have an impact. They're wavering.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Yes, that's okay. It goes without saying. Okay, these guys don't have a lot of ammunition, don't they? Or maybe they've just got a high rate of fire.
We will darken the sky.
Okay, let's bring you down here. I shouldn't have put that barrier there, because I've effectively penned my own troops in, which is a bit of a mistake, guys. I don't think we can actually. Oh, we can destroy our own barrier if necessary.
Archers!
Right, looks like we've destroyed that cavalry. This general unit there, they got one cavalry unit.
To the Pharaoh,
Right.
strength unto him. Light Hoplites.
Light Hoplites, I think I want you to move forward.
At the double. Double time.
I want to.
Advance at speed.
Apologies, my bad language.
Orders understood. Swords.
What I want to do is move these guys forward, just to see if we can start to draw these troops in. In fact, I think what we will do now is show our hand with the cavalry
Colonnade cavalry! Advance at speed!
to kind of draw these troops away, I think. So I think if we come round here, that might draw this pike infantry. We can't hack our way through this pike infantry, if we like it or not.
Ready for orders. Advance
Stand
at
opposite
speed.
them.
Light Hoplites. At the double. At speed. Orders.
General! Riders! Move out!
Let's get round behind. So I don't really want to charge down into this centre, but we're going to have to do something to break them off, otherwise we're going to just sit here for 40 odd minutes. Yeah, there we are. Got a reaction.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Yes. I think.
Archers.
Right, archers. Put back.
Virtus. We await your command. Light Hoplites. Advance at speed.
I think what we're going to have to do is destroy our own barricade here and try and sucker these guys in on this flank here. So I want you guys to destroy your own barricade.
Yours to command. Pikemen.
I want this pike unit to move forward. Destroy that barricade, please.
At your service. At the double.
Right, let's get these guys into position.
Advance at speed. Pikes at the
You
ready.
into pike.
Form phalanx.
I know we had to march over the stones, but
Archers.
Move out!
I think what we're going to do is bring this cavalry round to this side. What I want is for these guys to come in and engage us.
We await your command. At the double!
Right,
Quick march!
I want you guys to strengthen the pike line. Right, you're now drawing them in with a little bit of
Flying wedge formation! Riders at the double! Your command.
can't get the wedge in properly.
Riders at
Okay guys, we've got them engaged. These guys are just preoccupied at the moment, the fact that
Light operative.
these guys here, this is the flank that I need to break.
General! Charge! To charge!
No,
Riders!
Crap.
Forward!
walked straight into that, didn't I?
For quickly now!
Okay, pull away, pull away.
On me! Forward! Riders at
Got a
the
few of my troops
double!
killed. I think what we're going to need to do is bring these guys round this side. We're going to try and need to spin these troops here. I think we're going to have to win this in a slogging match. Great, that's all I needed.
Completes ready!
So this is going to be even bigger grind than I thought it was going to be, guys. I think
Swords.
just a bit reluctant to come into here because this might pull these guys in. At the moment we're just kind of eyeballing each other. These guys. And these guys through there. I just don't want to throw my cavalry away. I just need to find a way in through this gap here. Right. I mean, I could try and
Cavalry.
slip
Direct.
this cavalry.
Organize yourselves. Taxi forward.
Okay, let's keep one unit back here
Advance at speed. Ready.
so that I can micro one.
Advance. Riders on me. Forward.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Wait,
Heroes run.
right. These guys are going down very, very quickly. These guys are staying defensive because of the threats from those two cavalry units.
Forward. Attack. Warriors of vision. Engage.
Let's break off these.
As you command. Advance.
Keep an eye on these guys. But I think the only thing we're going to be able to do is if we could break this flank
For honor.
up using just one of these cavalry units. That was a pretty weak charge. Okay,
As you say. Die ready. Forever loyal.
pull these guys out. I think maybe just a normal charge is going to be more effective. form up.
Charge!
We haven't actually engaged the enemy on this side, so. No, these guys are. I think what I need is these sword units in. Let's see if we can hack through their front line. No, we've only killed a couple of units.
Melee cavalry awaiting orders!
Melee cavalry break away.
As you say!
Okay, just got to keep an eye on these guys. So that sword unit.
Swords!
These sword units. Right, let's get you in. Keep an eye on these troops. I just need to break one of these flanks. I can break at least one of these flanks, okay. Galatian swords in. Right.
My lord!
Guys in. Right.
Engage!
So they've got a bit of a charge coming in that side and a bit of a charge coming in this side. And they're still not going down. Oh, shaken, steady. Okay. I mean, could.
Cavalry!
Cavalry, get out of the wedge.
The Nile!
Come round here, General. Right, these guys are shaken.
The men are wavering.
Fight hoplites! Melee cavalry and quickly now! And riders!
You go and sit. Yeah, you've taken a lot of damage.
As you wish!
You go and sit with your buddies.
General!
Now,
Riders!
I think what we may be able to do is break these with.
Swift riders!
If they're next to a strong unit, they should be okay. Right, General. Let's get in. Right. Come. Press them, press them, press them. Come on, press them. Well, break them completely, General, out.
We await your command! Double time! Fight hoplites!
Hoplites out. That's given us the break out that we need. Right. Take the General round there. Where's that other sword unit? Right.
Pikemen! Ready! At the double!
What we're gonna do?
Shut down any man who ventures! Advance at speed!
Hey,
Hoplites! At speed! Commander! Double time! Ready and waiting! At the double! Battle ready! Warriors, move out!
okay.
Pikes! At speed!
Start to fight this mini battle over here. Sorry, it's again. It's a.
Await your command! Ready!
But I think if we can now start to push on them, open a front up.
Pikemen! Double time! Yours to command!
I have to watch this flank. Right. But what I might do is turn these guys a bit.
Set speed! Light hoplites! Ready for orders.
And what we're going to do is bring the Galatian swordsman out here.
Light hoplites! At the double!
Right, these guys are distracted. General around here. What are we doing? Right.
Hoplites ready!
Hoplites ready. You protect that flank.
Proud sons of Egypt! Ptolemaic cavalry!
We got here. These guys are eager.
We'll kill them all!
Right.
Got them down!
Ready? At your service!
Actually,
Swords! By your command!
guys start to turn this flank. And what I want is you guys to engage these guys from the front.
Ptolemaic cavalry! Intensifying wedge formation!
Form up wedge. Please.
Forward! Advance!
Okay, just gonna.
Victory!
You guys now start coming on this unit's flank. So this unit's shaken.
Ptolemaic cavalry!
General out, I think.
Understood!
Just gonna go for an ordinary charge. Right, we've broken another unit.
Orders! For glory! Ptolemaic cavalry!
Pretty weak charge, but yeah, we're pushing them. We're pushing them.
Hoplites ready! At speed!
Right, they've broken these guys off.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Yep. What's happening this side? Yep. They brought a unit in. Right here. They've gone for it.
Yes, command!
But the general's got break off. These guys are still hanging in there. Just taking a few casualties.
They will bleed for us.
Right. Swordsman in on the flank.
Light
I want you
hoplites!
guys round the back there.
Ptolemaic cavalry! Actions! Ready and waiting! Your orders? As you command!
You guys to push on this front here. Need to get these guys off the field as quickly as possible.
Swords! Meet this! Understood!
Just get these archers in as well. Throw everything we can on this front. Right,
General!
general back.
At the double! Take the head!
Swordsman.
Melee cavalry!
general out. We've got the openings that we actually need a little bit now.
Our men flee the field of battle. This
Well,
is a shameful
that's probably understandable.
swords.
What have we got here? Have we got anything else in reserve? Let's get this up here. You stay with the general.
Right completies! To arms! Orders! Not forward! Completies!
Let's rush in on here.
Proud sons of Egypt! Ptolemaic cavalry!
General round this way. Well, we're grinding them down, guys. We're grinding them down. These guys are still steady.
Galatians!
I think if we can get the general round to support this flank, we'll collapse this flank.
Lads at speed!
Oh, guys, these DI battles. This is a grind, but this is a battle I need to win. I need to really hurt Pontus. They've got a unit coming this way. No, I want you in the fence there.
Our aim is blue!
I certainly don't want these units actually.
Cavalry!
Cavalry round.
Advance at speed! Ptolemaic cavalry!
This small cavalry unit should be able to
In triumph!
chase off those guys.
Cavalry!
You go up there.
Ptolemaic cavalry!
Right, we can break off these guys. And I think this is a good time to pop that to inspire them. Let's make sure these guys are completely broken. Archers join in to support them.
The battle is turning in our favor.
I think so as well. Okay,
The double!
we've now got
Yours to command! At speed!
general put away, archers pull back.
Ready! Forward!
Get a couple of fresh troops in here.
We await your
I think I want you guys to pull away this way with the support of the general,
swords!
and I actually want these sword units to pull away as well.
Light completies! Yours to command! Quick march!
Actually,
Light completies! At the double!
Warriors ready.
Serena! Ready and waiting!
general this way. I think if we can
Orders! Cut them down! Understood! Orders understood!
guys grind that.
Melee fighters ready.
Sword units round the back
General!
for a possible rear charge. If we can rear charge into these guys, this is still turning into a bit of a grind. Cavalry's has been as limp-wristed as buggery.
Ready for order!
Right, we're still holding them on this flank.
Cavalry! Nine! General!
Battle ready. Move it.
Right,
Forward. Cut them down.
Ptolemaic cavalry! Cavalry!
cavalry this way.
Orders.
Swordsmen engage these guys.
Commander!
Forward. Fearless
Engage them.
warriors.
Get in Galatian.
Heavy cavalry, ready and willing! Completes ready! Completes!
Advance.
Advance at speed!
These guys are still holding.
Cavalry! Advance at speed!
General, break away. Since these guys are still eager.
For glory! Our orders! For glory!
I think we'll get this cavalry in, get some rear charges into these guys. That will. Right, and an effect of shaking this. We've got to keep an eye on our general. I certainly don't want the general to die. These guys are still eager.
Quickly now!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Vendors! At your service! Attack their
I
position!
think you guys need now to advance on these.
General! Be forward!
Push on.
Cavalry! Charge!
The cavalry charge into this lot. Right, we've got the pressure on these. These guys are steady. I think what we can do is drop a rear charge onto these. Come on, General, get in there. Right, cavalry cycle out, cycle out.
By your command!
These guys are shaken.
To the name, cavalry!
Break off, you guys break off that way.
Cavalry! Forward!
Cavalry in again. Deliver a heavy charge into there.
To engage!
Right, these guys are breaking. These guys are breaking. This flank's breaking. Right, let's keep the crush on them. Wow. Done it, guys. Right.
Charge!
General, show your leadership.
Advance!
Actually, line up there, guys. Continue. Right, I'm just gonna. It's not only do I want to beat this army, I want to completely crush it. Guys, destroy these. Need more enemy troops running away. I think that's it, guys. To battle, end battle. Wow. Another hour episode. I think we've convincingly killed them. Look at that. We only 2 units to friendly fire. We killed 2,510 and lost 798. And we completely devastated this army, which is exactly what I wanted. And of course we got a navy coming in now, but rates. I'm very, very tempted to fight this, guys, but I don't think I can win with these troops unless it's a very, very defensible position. They've got lots and lots of things. I'm going to have to concede defeat on this one, I think. It says close defeat, protective stance. I am going to fight this, guys, but that's going to be for the next part. I'm an hour in. So this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I think at the very least this is going to be about trying to damage this army as much as possible. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. I think this is going to be, I am going to touch on a point which I brought up in a previous video. I think this is going to be a trend for the series, that we're just going to be fighting these very, very long defensive siege battles. And I think I do need to review this series about whether it's worth going on, because I know it's pretty boring, guys. I mean, it's exciting for me to fight a siege battle like I've just fought, with the tactics using the cavalry, although in this next battle I'm going to have no cavalry. I think having the general units makes all the difference. But what's your opinion, guys? Is it worth going on, or should I start? I will definitely start a new campaign. I'm not going to abandon DEI, guys, so if you think this is becoming a bit too much of a grind, say so. I mean, and I will then, and I'm already thinking about my next DEI 1.2 campaign anyway, and I've been doing a little bit of test play. And just to give you an idea, guys, at the moment, the two factions I'm kind of, there's three factions I'm kind of thinking of, and I'll give you my justification for them. Is one, Rome, purely and simply because I think that would be quite an epic conquest battle, and it'd be fun to play with all the different units, the auxiliary units and the AOR units, just to build some variety of armies and be able to get out and fight some different enemies like the Greeks and the barbarians, rather than this hoplite on hoplite type battles that I'm fighting in this campaign. But obviously I understand that it's the classic, it's the one everyone does, and that could eventually just become the opposite to this, which is a grind of conquest. And the second faction is the Iceni. That's a kind of classical one. The interesting element of that is that by playing the Iceni, we'll get a chance to play with the different barbarian units, and also the barbarian supply mechanics, because that's totally different to Egypt. The barbarian supply mechanic is totally different. So, but the downside of playing the Iceni is that they're a long way away from Rome and the Greeks, so there'll be a grind as they move down through the barbarian tribes, and there's a good chance we won't get to fight any of the Greek units. We'll just be fighting barbarians and Romans. And the third unit, I think, is the Bolli. It's one of the Celtic factions that are located slightly northeast of Rome, and the reason I'm thinking about that is, one, again, we can play with the barbarian mechanics, but it also means that we'll be close to Rome, we'll be close to Macedonia, so we can get some barbarian action against the Romans and some barbarian action against the Greeks. I think one of their victory conditions, when I was looking at it, I'm pretty sure it is the Bolli, is actually kind of moving down into Asia Minor and taking one of the provinces down in Asia Minor. So that's what I'm thinking about, guys. Although I must admit, I will confess my preferred number one faction is Rome, just for the sheer fun of being in the center, fighting all sorts of factions and being able to play with all those different units to build a variety of armies. But this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the episode, hope you found it interesting, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.